Let's see vector addition. See, vectors are different quantities compared to scalars, so they will be added differently. And there are multiple methods in which vectors can be added. Let's see them one by one. The first method is called triangle law of vector addition. Now, this triangle law of vector addition is a very simple law, and to understand it, we can pick a vector which is easy to discuss, that is displacement vector. Because whatever way displacement would be added, the same way other vectors would be added also. Displacement vector is a vector joining initial point and final point directed towards final point. Now in this particular situation, this, let's say, how do we add two vectors with it? Let's say r vector is equal to a vector plus b vector, where both of them are displacement. See, if this works for displacement, this would work for everything. See, first vector is a vector, so let's say the first vector is a vector like this. So for the first time, this would be my initial point and this would be my final point. And second vector would be this vector b vector, let's say b vector is like this. So for second point, this would be my initial point and this would be my final point. Ultimately, if you see, this is my overall initial point and overall final point. So the overall displacement would be line joining initial point and final point directed towards the final point, or this would be the overall displacement, that is r. Now read the steps one by one. What we have actually done, we have taken first vector and placed it as it is. See, this is my first vector, I have placed it as it is. Then we take the second vector and displace it parallel to itself, such that the tail of second vector is on head of first vector. See, the second vector is placed very specifically over here, where this is the tail of second, also the head of first. And then ultimately I join this point, that is the tail of first, with that point, that is the head of second. So the sum of these two would be a vector joining tail of first with the head of second, and that would be the resultant vector. So finally we need to join the tail of first vector with the head of second vector, that would be our resultant vector. This method is called triangle law of vector addition because we have formed a triangle.